It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Wilkinson, and he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Swain. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Swain. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Running is Swift. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Green on 3rd down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Swift. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Green from the gun on third down. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Open man is Michael Thomas. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Green. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Swift. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Green. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. Operating from the gun, Green. And it's incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense. Maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
Now here's Green throwing on 4th down. And he's got his man on the out route. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
On 2nd down now, Wilkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The throw over the middle, taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, Swain. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Swain. That's complete right around the 8. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Green. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Drain down from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on 1st down. Swain. That's caught. It's Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Swain escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal.
And goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Is good. There you go. Makes the score Saints 21, Lions 3. Will Lutz to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Drain down. Off play action. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And now it's third down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Swain to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Swain. Smith catches left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead up up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
And here's Green. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
To throw is Green. To throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
It's taken to the 26. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Now a give, right side. Wilkinson, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd down, Wilkinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Swain. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are pouring it on. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Good. Makes the score Saints 33, Lions 3. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football, and they still find ways to knock it free.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Green. He'll get this one to Galladay. Shrugs him off. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's a toss play right to Swift. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This is Swift on the counter. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
To throw is Green, throwing after the interception. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5 yards.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on third down, Green. And he comes back with one complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. From the gun, Green. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Lions.